I've been gone a long time, but now I'm back. Elvis is back. I am in the Federal Witness Protection Program. I led a secret life as a federal drug enforcement agent. Everyone thought I just liked to collect badges, infiltrate the mafia. The body swap in the Witness Protection Program. The body swap. Yeah, I know. The colonel was a degenerate gambler, the Drug Enforcement Agency, and that was dangerous. Counterintelligence program. The colonel was becoming owned by the mob. Infiltrate the mafia. You want me to sing something? I played a hero in all of my movies. Now, I wanted to be one in real life. Frank Sinatra was the front. I read Captain Marvel Jr., Kalamazoo, Michigan. If I could help save America, maybe this was my real destiny that God had prepared me for all this time. It was a natural thing to me, rock and roll music. I'll always love you. If you feel it, you can't help but move to it. Real. Captain Marvel Jr. and the Hidden Death. Lord help me. And now I'm back. She said she had a gun. So I said, honey, I got 10. I just love America. Everyone can be a superhero for America. Okay. Elvis is back. So let's do it. Real fantastic. I am in the Federal Witness Protection Program. I gotta get way down here. Still the king of rock and roll. America. FBI code name. I'll tell you, buddy. Who in the world would ever suspect Elvis Presley was a federal agent? Sure. At the funeral, they buried a giant candle and an air conditioner. Okay. Honey, don't you cry. Did you see the movie, Blue Hawaii? A man is just a child wearing a man's body. A couple of different things around. The only thing worse than watching a bad movie is being in one. They turned my life into a cartoon. Then I'd ask them if they loved America. Like Nosedive. Still the king of rock and roll. Yeah. They never dreamed it was Elvis Presley. They never dreamed. That's right. America's secret weapon. Daddy. Mom, President Nixon, Memphis Mafia, President Reagan, Karate, Operation Fountain, Paul Castellano, Mary Martin, the FBI, Frank Sinatra, the Weatherman, Gambino, President Clinton, Dr. Nick, Captain Marvel Jr., Bill Ayers, Black Panthers, counterintelligence program. That felt fantastic. Who in the world would ever suspect Elvis Presley giving away Cadillacs was easier than giving clothes because they always fit? So let's do it. TCB, taking care of business. Everyone, body swap, can be a superhero for America. Body swap. I led a secret life as a federal drug enforcement agent. Damn right. That's what I do, folks. Hang on a second. It's time for food, man. Man does not live by music alone.
How are we supposed to finish this?
I don't know. In show business, you work with what you have. Well. I've been traveling over miles. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, 2012 began with the release of the Elvis Found Alive DVD and CD. Now, 3 weeks after that, another CD is released. This time, it is the Continuing I'm Alive CD. This time, they tell us that this is what Elvis Presley would sound like if he had lived. And keep in mind, only 3 weeks earlier, we got the Elvis Found Alive CD and DVD, where Elvis is telling us his story. Okay, this time, the man who they are showing us that they want us to believe is singing these songs is intentionally showing us that he is not. And I believe that that was the whole purpose and the idea when they went into this new personality or new identity so Elvis could release this new music. They would tell us his story, and they would do what they did in the past. Elvis would release new music using a new identity, and once again they would have a man playing the role taking credit for these new songs. But this time, they are making it very clear what is going on. And the man himself in the videos where he is supposed to be singing, he's doing everything but winking at us to let us know that he is not the one singing these songs. I am sure that that is what is going on.
If you had not fallen, then I would not have found you. Angel fly too close to the ground. And I patch up your broken wing and hung around a while, trying to keep your spirits up, and you feeble now. I knew someday that you'd fly away, for love's the greatest healer to be found. I will still remember. Angel fly too close to the ground. Fly on, past the speed of sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. I will still remember my angel fly too close to the ground. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember my angel fly too close to the ground. In the twilight glow I see her, blue eyes bright in the rain, when we kissed goodbye and parted. I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages I remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again in a land that knows no parting. Blue eyes cry in the rain.
Okay, there it was. I believe that this time around on the continuing recordings, which they are releasing videos online as continuing Elvis Fantasy, Ron Jesse continuing, new Elvis music is being released this way. Until Elvis can tell the world he is alive, they have got to give credit to someone. They cannot say that this music just appeared in thin air. Someone has to have credit. Until they can tell you it's Elvis, this is the way it has to be done. It's the way it's been done the whole time. But they do want us to know this time. I am sure. Okay, another cool thing that came out that I noticed in 2012 was at Graceland, under brochures, and as I'm getting ready to show you, signs hanging up, is changed to Elvis Lives. Okay, there it is. It looks like Elvis Presley Enterprises, or at least Graceland, is telling us Elvis lives. Alright, now for the 35th anniversary brochure. This is very, very cool. I will come back to this. There is a photo that I'm getting ready to show you in this brochure. But when I first found this photo, it was in a CD. I am an Elvis fan. So here's the cover of the CD. Okay, now what I want to show you is the advertisement for Graceland that was in this CD. Now look at Elvis's face. This photo is not from the '68 comeback special. Many people see this Okay, there it was. That is clearly not a photo from the 68 comeback special. So what is the explanation? Okay, back to the 35th anniversary brochure. Once again, the same photo. Okay, there it is. It looks like they are putting Elvis right in front of everybody to show us that yes, he is in fact alive. And this is how they're doing it. They are being prevented from coming out and telling the world that the man is alive. They cannot do that yet, but they have been showing us. They have been finding ways to let us know what is going on. Now, it is a lot of clues, and you have to put the pieces together to see the whole picture. But this is how it's been done. Alright. Okay, another thing that I found in 2012 was Elvis Uncovered. I found this at Walmart in the $5 bin, and I believe it was 2013 when Uncovered Part 2 came out. So, let's take a look at these CDs. Okay, another clue that came out in 2012 was a comic book that was given away at Graceland during Elvis Week. Now, a good friend of mine went down to Graceland and brought this back for me. And what I found inside was absolutely awesome. They are showing us, I do believe, that Elvis Found Alive and Continuing both are in fact Elvis Presley. Now, why would I think that? Alright, inside the comic book, they have a 2-page photo spread of artwork and a quote, "I never expected to be anybody important." Now, we hear Elvis tell us this in the Elvis Found Alive movie trailer. I believe by putting this photo and this quote in this comic book, it is a very big clue to us all that Elvis Found Alive is in fact Elvis Presley. Alright, the second clue that I believe is meant to tell us that the Continuing CD is in fact Elvis is the story itself. The people at the Continuing CD, they're putting out these videos, and one of their videos is Continuing Elvis Till the End of Time, and it is the exact same story that is in this comic book. Now, I believe by doing this, that is another clue letting us know that yes, Continuing is in fact Elvis Presley. Okay, another clue that came out in 2012 was in my hometown. In the Pulaski County Weekly, a mysterious classified ad appeared. One night at work, a man came up to me who knew that I had been showing people that Elvis Presley was alive. And he asked me if I had put this in this newspaper. In the classified ads section, it says, "The King is alive. Elvis is coming to the FedEx Forum in Memphis." Alright, this is an advertisement for the 35th anniversary concert, but why is it in a small town newspaper, in a classified ads section? Very unusual, but at the same time, very cool.
5, 6 years ago now. But my whole town won't accept me. Just feel no welcome here no more. Yeah, I'm like a stranger in my own hometown. Yeah, like a stranger.
Okay, what I want to do now is tell you about a couple of things that I have done myself, and I've done several, small and big, trying to get the truth out that Elvis is alive. Now, after the release of Elvis Found Alive in 2012, I had rented the St. Robert Community Center for Mother's Day, and I had invited everybody to come and watch Elvis Found Alive for free. Now, a few people showed up, and the ones that did, they could see that there was something to this, and it appeared like Elvis Presley was back. Okay, something else I did in 2013 was, for the World Series playoffs in St. Louis, Missouri, I had hired an airplane to fly around the stadium with a banner that said, Elvis Found Alive, the King is back. Now my idea here was, if I could get any news coverage of this airplane, people would Google Elvis Found Alive and find out about this new film that the media has not been covering. I just wanted to get it in the media somehow. So I rented this airplane to fly around Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri on October 4th. 2 hours. They flew around for 2 hours prior to the game. There was TV crews with their cameras set up at the stadium and going to the stadium with an airplane flying around that said Elvis Found Alive, the King is back, in downtown St. Louis. Now, as far as I'm aware, there has never been any news coverage or any major news coverage of this event. Now, I believe that this proves that someone is keeping this out of the mainstream media.
I wish I could swim like a dolphin, like dolphins can swim. No, nothing will keep us together. We can be them forever and ever.